AITA for not giving my inheritance to my struggling cousin? He blew his own money on vacations, but now expects me to share mine. So this all started a few months ago after my grandmother passed away. I, 28M, was extremely close with her. She basically helped raise me when my mom was a single parent juggling 2 jobs. My cousin Jake, 30M, is my aunt's son. We were somewhat close growing up, though not as tight as siblings. To cut a long story short, my grandmother left me a sizable inheritance. I won't go into exact numbers, but it's enough for a house deposit and to pay off my student loans. She left Jake a smaller amount, which he already burned through within 2 months on vacations. A new gaming rig, and generally just living lavishly for a bit. Now, here's the issue. Jake came to me last week asking if I could help him out, since he's struggling financially. When I asked what that meant, he told me he couldn't make rent this month and also had some credit card debt. I was sympathetic, until he started going off about how family helps family, and how he didn't expect me to hoard everything like a dragon. I reminded him that I had plans for that money, namely, paying off my loans and finally getting a place of my own. He basically scoffed and said, "You'll still have plenty left. You don't need all of it." When I told him I wasn't comfortable just handing over part of my inheritance because he didn't manage his own well, he exploded. Said I was acting superior, selfish, and that grandma would be disappointed in me. My aunt, his mom, is now texting me too, saying I need to do the right thing and help Jake through a hard time. My mom, thankfully, is on my side and told me to ignore them. Still, I'm torn. I don't want to cause a family rift, but I also don't want to reward irresponsibility. AITA for saying no? First update. Wow, I wasn't expecting this post to get so much attention. Thank you to everyone who took the time to read and comment. A few things have happened since I posted. First, I had a long conversation with my mom and got some additional context. Apparently, Jake has a history of asking family for help whenever he overspends. This isn't the first time. Just the first time he's come after me for it. My mom said she and grandma had talked about it a lot, and that's why she was very intentional about how she divided things in her will. I reached out to Jake to offer to help him find help, like budgeting apps, or even a financial advisor for a session. I was willing to pay for that. He said I was being condescending, and accused me of trying to make him look stupid. Third, he posted a vague status on Facebook that said, "Some people show their true colors when money's involved." A few mutual friends liked it, and one even commented, "Shameful," so it's pretty clear I'm being talked about behind my back. So yeah, I've officially decided I'm not giving him any money. I've also blocked him and my aunt for now because I need peace of mind. I feel like I tried to be empathetic, but I'm not going to bankrupt my future to clean up someone else's mess. Second update. Things escalated again. This time, Jake showed up at my apartment. I didn't let him in. He buzzed repeatedly and eventually left after 10 minutes. I watched from my window. I live on the 2nd floor, and saw him pacing, talking on the phone, clearly angry. About 30 minutes later, my mom texted me that my aunt had called her, screaming that I humiliated Jake by kicking him out like a dog. For the record, I never opened the door. I didn't yell. I just ignored him. But now other family members are reaching out. A couple of cousins I haven't spoken to in years sent me DMs asking what happened and telling me to be the bigger person. My grandmother's sister even called me to say she was disappointed. I've started to think about going low contact with that entire branch of the family. I was doing okay before all this drama, and now I feel like I'm being punished for being responsible. One positive thing, I put a deposit down on a small condo yesterday. It's modest, but it's mine. And Grandma would have been proud. Final update. I hope. A couple of important developments. First, Jake got evicted. He apparently missed 2 months of rent. He's couch surfing now. Despite everything, I still considered offering him a loan, but with clear terms and a written agreement. When I suggested this, after some reflection and therapy, honestly, he laughed and said, "You think I'm signing paperwork to get money from you? What kind of cousin does that?" That sealed it for me. I'm done. Second, my mom sent me a letter Grandma had written but never gave me. In it, she specifically mentioned that she left me more because she trusted I would use it wisely, and that she hoped I wouldn't let guilt or pressure derail what I've worked for. It made me cry. Third, my aunt and Jake are now mostly silent. A few extended relatives have apologized after learning the full story. Turns out Jake wasn't exactly honest with them about how he spent his share. All in all, I feel like I made the right choice. It's sad to lose a relationship with someone you grew up with, but enabling bad behavior isn't love. I'm focused on building a stable life now. Thanks again for all your support and honest feedback. Reddit really helped me stay grounded through this.